Hello, good everyone. I am Adiola of Dandy Fashion School, and you are welcome back to my channel, Dandy Fashion School, a school of elegance and styles into fashion designs. I'm back again. I'm glad to be back on this channel once again, and I'm very sure you're also glad to have me back on this channel once again. So without wasting much of our time, but before I proceed, please, if you know this is your first time of coming to my channel, please click on the subscribe button. Like, it doesn't bite. Just click on the subscribe button, and don't forget to share this video. And every video you watch, please remember to like every video you watch, please remember to like. And if you know you're my returning subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you. May God bless you all. So without wasting much of our time, let's proceed into today's work. And then today we'll be drafting this piece of back. And don't forget, before going to the cutting section and stitching section, so definitely we'll be passing through the drafting section. And here we are. Let's get started to the drafting section. So let's get started with the drafting section and let's proceed from there. Thank you. So here is the cardboard that I'll be making use of for drafting. So as you can see, this piece of bag, it has both the front body and the back body. So it has the front main body, it has the second main body, which is the back body, and the back body comes with a flap. So and it has the side piece. Do you understand? So those are the three things you'll be drafting. So in drafting this bag, definitely don't forget I said you can make use of any measurements you want. That is the goal of always going to the drafting section before proceeding into the stitching section. So the next thing we need to determine is the length and the width of the body. And in determining that, I'll be making use of this my exercise book. I want something that can accommodate exercise book. Do you understand? If you want something bigger than that, fine. And if you want something smaller than that, it's left to you. Do you understand? So it all depends on your preference. So in making this, what I have here now is, for this exercise book I have 8 1/4. So in total I'll be making use of 9 inches in total for the width. 9 inches in total for the width. I've not had sewing allowance yet though. I'm just talking about this is what we have for the exercise book. I have 8 1/4. So I just want something that will still leave space in between. So I'll be making use of 9 inches for the width, and then for the length here I have 6.5. So I still want something that will leave space after putting the exercise book. So I'll be making use of 7.5 inches for the length. So 7.5 inches for the length. So when cutting it I'll be adding 1 inch extra to both. Do you understand? So I'll be adding 1 inch extra to both. The width is 9 inches plus 1 inches. I'll be having 10 inches in total. So this is my 10 inches. While for the length, 7.5 plus 1 inch of sewing allowance, I have 8.5. So this is my 8.5. So this is for the front main body. This is for the front main body. So I'll be drafting the second main body now. So in drafting that, don't forget I said the second main body, which is the back body, it comes with a flap. That means the width still remain the same, which is 9 inches of width and 1 inches of sewing allowance, making 10 inch. And then for the length, it is the length that will increase, because the length initially we have 7.5 plus 1 inch sewing allowance, that's 8.5. So that is 8.5. So for the flap I'll be making use of I'll be making use of 7 inches. I hope you are getting me. So 8.5 plus 7 inches, we have 15.5 inch in total. Do you understand? So we have 15.5 inch in total. So I'll be drafting that. So this front one that I drafted, which is the front main body, which is 9 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance, making 10 inch, and then the length 7.5 inch plus 1 inch sewing allowance, making 8.5 inch. So I'll be drafting that one. I'll be repeating that one again, which is 8.5 front body, this is the second body, this is the back body. So I'll be adding my flap. So this is what we have. So now listen to this part attentively. Here is the back body, this is the back body, this is the flap. So in this flap, out of the 7 inches, don't forget sewing allowance is inclusive. So sewing allowance is inclusive. So here, this is the back, this is the front, then the remaining one is the flap. So in this side, which is 7.5, I'll be using 1.5 here. I'll be taking 1.5 inch. So the 2 inches that the 1.5 inch that I left here, that is where I'll be putting my handle. Do you understand? I'll be making use of my handle, I'll be making use of a chain. So that is where I'll be. That serves as my handle part, and this serves as my flap. So this is my flap, this is my handle part, which is 1.5 inch, and this is my back body. So don't forget, on the flap, I make my round edge here. So on this as well, on the front body, I'll be doing the same for the down part. So now I'm done with it. So the last thing that we need to do now is to cut our side piece. So in cutting our side piece, all we need to do is just measure from here. Don't forget, I added 1 inch for the length for sewing allowance. So that means I'll be taking 1/2 inch here on the upper part, and then 1/2 inch also on the down part. Do you understand? So 1/2 inch also on the down part. So after folding 1/2 inch on the upper part and then 1/2 inch on the down part, don't forget I'll be folding 1/2 inch on both sides also. So what I have left here is what I'll measure. So I'm starting from here. So what I have here at the moment is 23 1/4. 23 1/4, that is what I have at the moment. So and the width of the bag depends on how wide you want it to be. Do you understand? Like the width of the side, it all depends on how wide you want it to be. For me, I'll be making use of, so for me I'll be making use of 4 inch. 4 inch is okay for me. Then adding of 1 inch to that 4 inch for sewing allowance, that will give us 5 inches. And this 23 1/4, I'll be adding 1/2 inches to it. I'll be adding 1 inches to it also, so that will give us 24 1/4. So now I'll be cutting 24 1/4 by 5 inch Do you understand? For now, so what I need to do now is, after cutting this on my material, after cutting this on my leather material, and then after gumming it and then reaching this stage, then what I need to just do is to measure it again. Do you understand? Just for us to reconfirm the just for us to be rest assured that we are making use of the right measurement. So there might be, probably you need to increase it or you need to decrease it. It all depends on when you get to that final stage. Do you understand? So after fixing your body and then gluing it, doing everything that you need, when you get to this stage, all you need to do is to just measure it all around. Probably we have the accurate measurement of that 24 1/4 and then 5-inch. So for now, I'll be drafting the 24 1/4 by 5 inches. Now I'm done cutting it, so this is the side. So the last thing I need to cut now is a piece of material that will be attaching to the middle of this. So that's where I'll be fixing my snap hook. So don't forget what we have here is 10-inch. So at the middle, which is 5-inch, so that's where I'll be fixing it. And then that 5-inch, I'll be taking 1 inch on both sides. So that means the material I'll be cutting now is 2-inch. So I'll be cutting 2-inch, and then the longness as well, I'll be cutting 2 inches or so. So that means I'll be cutting 2 by 2 inches. So I'll be giving it a shape also. So now I have this. So this is my 2 by 2 inch, and I'll be putting it here. This is where I'll be fixing it. Do you understand? Those are the measurements that we need, and we've come to the end of the tutorial. So just the front, the back, the flap, so now we've come to the end of today's tutorial. So the next thing is for us to go into the stitching part. So now we've come to the end of today's tutorial. The next thing is for us to go into the stitching, into the cutting and stitching part of it. So let's get started. So there's something I would like to address as regards this drafting section. See, this drafting section, it is not a moment to waste your time, because even myself, I don't have time to waste it that. Like, I don't have time to waste it that. So it is, some people are paying huge money for this, just for them to understand how they will be able to create their own measurement. Do you understand? Like, based on their own preference, how they're able to create their own measurement, and then go into the world, make bags, sell bags. Do you understand? Like, a whole lot of people pay huge money just to have this class, this drafting section class, even before the stitching class. So there's something, it is a moment I want you to treasure, like a moment I want you to treasure, that I always go into the drafting section, so that when you draft this and then drafting another one, like when you are used with this drafting section, any bag you see, you won't be afraid to create your own measurement. So it would have become a part of you. Like, you have seen that as a norm for you to create your own measurement, and when you see any bag or any design. So that's the main purpose of this drafting section before going into the stitching section. So I'm glad I'm able to impact some knowledge into you today. So I'm glad you like this channel. So if you know you found this video helpful, madam, if you know you find this video helpful, please do me a favor by clicking on the like button. The more you like this video, the more YouTube recommend it to other people to watch as well, and by that we are sharing some knowledge, like we are imparting knowledge into other people as well. So do me a favor, do yourself a favor, do other people a favor by liking this video, and then if you know you've not yet subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and then click on the notification button as well, so you'll be the first person to get notified anytime any video is being uploaded. So let's get started into the stitching point. Thank you so much. See you some other time. Bye.